So here are the Babysitter Killer Queen kills ranked point-wise. So there are 5 categories. Each category can get from 0 to 5 points, and the categories are how bloody it is, how believable it is, how creative, how surprising, and how scary it is. So let's start off. At number 9 is B, and some of these are tied, so in some of these positions, so they're just going to be tied. So at number 9 is B with 6 points. 1 point for how bloody it is. I'm sure there's some blood somewhere. 0 for believability because she drank cursed blood, whatever. 4 points for how creative it is. Not all 5 because we already kind of saw this kill when everyone else drank it, so it's not that creative. 0 points for how surprising it is because, I mean, like, once she drank it, we kind of know what's going to happen. And 1 point for how scary it is. It's kind of scary, but we just saw it, and in more of a graphic way. So that's B. Number 8 is Phoebe's parents. So 0 points for how bloody it is, because they died in a car crash, you didn't see any blood. 5 points for how believable it is, because you see the car fall off the cliff. 0 points for creativeness, that's not very creative. 1 point for surprising, I guess, and 1 point for how scary it is. Kind of just freebie points, I guess. Comes out to a total of 7 points. Number 7 is the owner of Jenny. Owner of the Jenny boat. 2 points for how bloody it is. Gets stabbed from the back to the front. So 2 points for that. 5 for how believable it is. Knife goes through him. 0 points for creativeness. 2 points for how surprising it is, and 2 points for how scary it is. So comes out to a grand total of 11 points. Number 6 is Allison. She gets her head ripped off from the cliff, kind of. 3 points for how bloody it is. 3 points for how believable it is. I mean, I feel like she could somehow get out of that, or I don't think you could pull the body from the head just with 2 people. They'd have to be pretty strong. 2 points for how creative it is. I mean, she basically got decapitated, but it was ripping her head off, so that's a little different. And 2 points for how scary it is. That's kind of scary. Number 5 is Diego and Jimmy, who just blew up in the movie. 2 points for how bloody it is, I guess. 2 points for believability. I don't really know what happened. 3 points for how creative it is. Blowing up, that's cool. 4 points for how surprising it is, because it comes out of nowhere. 2 points for how scary it is. It's kind of scary. Comes out to 13 points. Number 4. These two are tied. That is, what is it? Juwan or whatever. I don't know. Melanie's dad and everyone else who drank besides B. So Melanie's dad gets 3 points for bloodiness, 5 points for believability because he gets his arm cut off and whatnot. 2 points for how creative it is, 2 points for surprising, and 2 points for how scary it is. Comes out to a total of 14 points. That's going to be the same total for everyone who drinks, because that is 1 point for bloody. I'm sure there's blood somewhere. 5 points for creativeness, because drinking blood and then just dissolving, that's creative. 5 points out for how surprising it is, because I didn't see that coming. And 3 points for how scary it is. So, number 3 is John. He gets antler things coming out of his head or whatever. 5 points are for how bloody it is. 3 points for believability because it didn't exactly look right. I don't know. what exactly happened, because one is coming out of his mouth and out of his skull, I think. 3 points for how creative it is. That's pretty creative. 1 point for how surprising it is, and 1 point for how scary it is. Comes out to a total of... Oh, wait, no, wrong one. 3 points for how surprising it is, and 2 points for how scary it is. Comes out to a grand total of 16 points. Number 2 is Sonia, who actually was number 2 on my other list. So, 4 points for how bloody it is. She gets decapitated by a surfboard. 3 points for how believable it is, because I feel like that surfboard would have to be really sharp or a lot of force to really cut the head clean off. 3 points for how creative it is. Haven't seen a surfboard decapitation, ever. 3 points for how surprising it is. It's kind of surprising. 3 points for how scary it is. Comes out to a grand total of 17 points. But number 1, and just by a sliver, is Boom Boom. And this was actually my favorite kill from the movie. She gets hooked in the throat. Gets her throat slit by a hook, I guess. 5 points for how bloody it is. 5 points for believability. Of course you're gonna die from that. 3 points for creativeness. It's using a kind of fish hook thing. That's kind of cool. 3 points for how surprising it is. Like, you don't really see that coming, so that's okay. And 3 points for how scary it is. That was pretty scary, so it comes out to a grand total of 19 points. So Boom Boom with 19 points comes in at number 1. That was also my favorite kill from the movie. So that is it. Thanks for watching.